So my name is Lisa McCabe. I am the founder of the Wellbeing Co. The business is a place where Eastern medicine meets Western medicine, basically. So therapeutic yoga applications, so I'm a yoga medicine therapeutic specialist, and I'm also an occupational health technician. So I offer health screenings and then health and wellbeing solutions, effectively bringing both of those kind of strands of medicine together. So I've been in the yoga industry for about 30 years. I've been teaching for about 25, and for the last 11 years I've been studying yoga medicine, and then an opportunity presented itself to buy the original health screening business, which was originally set up by a doctor's son, and at the time I was managing the mind-body department for a wellbeing company who I was running this health screening business for, but for not much reward. And I realised that it was all my skill set, all my knowledge, and then they presented the opportunity for me to purchase it off them, which I did, not knowing that we would be in lockdown 2 weeks later. So yeah, it was bad timing, but we got through it. And then because I was already doing yoga, I was teaching and running a mind-body department, and I'd been teaching for years and years, it just made sense when I was going out and speaking to people about their health. It was like, well, actually, I've got tools for that I can give you. And so I just kept evolving it, and then through COVID, when I wasn't allowed to work, so it was a close contact business, I developed and created my own yoga teacher training school because we didn't have that on the island. So I was using my skills from yoga and all those kinds of things. And at the time, and I still am a senior yoga teacher, so I was at a level which allowed me to do that. So the opportunity presented itself, and it was kind of like, as much as it was really challenging, it was also quite a silver lining as well, because then I had the time to create it. And then, yeah, the rest is history, I guess. To be honest, I hadn't heard of Flare before, but it just came up, as it does, on social media, and then I looked into it and I thought, actually, as a lone business person, having somewhere where you could go, if I was thinking of myself 7 years ago when, you know, the business got presented to me, not so much the yoga side, but the health screening side, if there had been somewhere I could go, and as a woman to go and speak to people that understood what potentially I might need, the resources, the tools, the access, the advice, I think that would have been really super helpful. And knowing what you know, like what I've looked into now and seeing what you offer, I think it's amazing, because working on your own is really lonely. And when you've got ideas, and obviously the risk, I've got 2 very young children, so there's a massive risk with business. And just having maybe that nudge to somebody to say, go on, just give this a go, have a little go. You never know what might happen. And sometimes you've got to be that voice, which makes it very exhausting. So I think just support in itself would have, yeah, it's amazing. I think it's a really good initiative. Well, you'd have someone to talk to. So that would be a start. That would be a good thing. And I think marketing, it's always the last thing on the list that gets your budget. As much as you know you need to do it. Yeah, I think marketing is so huge, it's so important. And in this new digital world, it's really difficult to navigate what the measurable and the tangible things that you can actually measure the success of it. And I think if you're not really savvy in that area, it's one of those things that just overwhelms you, it blows your mind. So having that support and having that guidance would be invaluable. I don't think you can put a price on it. I think just knowing that it's there, it's one less thing to worry about because someone else is going to be doing it for you. I have to really pick and choose what I market, and I'm really fortunate. I've got a lovely lady who helps me, and she's turned into a really, really good friend. But we pick and choose because budget isn't always there. So yeah, I think it would just, having someone to talk to, having that stress lifted, yeah, it would be amazing. I think seeing what it looks like over the last 7 years, which has been really difficult, having that repeat business, but equally just the trust in what I'm doing. It's quite a unique offering, and no one else does it in Jersey. So it's not like I've got anyone to look at and go, oh, they're doing this or they're doing that. Like this morning, I had a really lovely phone call with a new client, and I think that it was, we've heard about you through so-and-so, they were really happy with the service that you gave, and you did this with them, and we think you could do that with us, and blah, blah, blah. And I think that's what success is, when people keep coming back, and the trust, they trust you, especially in my industry, which isn't regulated. There's a lot of noise out there, and I think when we keep things really simple and just allow people to trust, like when they trust me, I keep saying we, but it's just me. It's trust, I think. So having that trust is a good, yeah, that would be a good sign of success, I think, that I've made the right choice.
Who is someone that inspires you?
So obviously my kids, my family, I can't forget them, but my teacher, Tiffany Cruikshank, she has been there as a friend, as a mentor, as my educator. She's introduced me to a wonderful team of medical professionals that are just at the forefront of their field. So I think every day, if I need something, and also there's some teachers on yoga medicine that I've, again, formed really good friendships with. And my network, you know, I've created a brilliant network in this island. We've got some amazingly skilled people. And I think when we're all singing from the same, you know, song sheet about how we think well-being should be portrayed, those people definitely inspire me for sure. So yeah, for sure.
What is the one word you would use to describe your approach to work?
Authentic.
What's your proudest professional moment to date?
Surviving COVID. No. I think when the school got registered, the yoga school, yeah, but getting through that horrific period was a big challenge, and it's still not. We're still not really through it, but you know, yeah.
What is the one habit that you have that keeps you grounded?
I should say my yoga practice. But being authentic, it's not always a physical practice. I think the mental side that I've had to really work on, knowing when to really worry and when not to really worry. I think that's been a real big skill, and having that internal conversation, being able to rationalise and yeah, just really trust my own instinct has been, yeah, definitely, that's a good thing.